Hey guys, I'm Mark, and I'm here with some Hunt Showdown. This is a game that I've had for a little while, um, ever since I want to say January. It's a really fun game. It's a PvE PvP arena game, I guess, is the way to explain it. Essentially, 10 people are dropped in the map. You can either do duo, two teammates, you and another person, or just you. At the moment, if you drop in as a solo, you can be facing people who are on teams. They will be fixing that. They're adding a solo event, which will, if it goes well, will turn into a solo game mode. Oh, that's loud. But yeah, this game is a PvP PvE game type where your objective as a hunter is to find and kill these like bosses. If you look at the top left corner of my screen, you'll see that that is what the boss looks like. It's called the Butcher, and that's the main objective, obviously. But as I've mentioned, there are, depending on if you're playing with a teammate or not, or if you're solo, there are either 9 to 8 other people doing the same thing. Now, what doesn't make this a battle royale is I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's a battle royale. In a sense, it isn't. Battle royales usually mean that you drop in, you find loot, you find gear, you go and you kill everyone, and if you're the last man standing, you win. That is a battle royale. But that's not the case here. In this game, all of your loot comes from the in-game lobby. You don't have to... Don't do it, Crows. Don't do it, Crows. Don't do it. You stop. All you get from the in-game lobby when you first pick what hunter you're gonna use. You drop in and you're not trying to find anyone. You're not trying to find anything other than clues and killing the boss. Now, for the last man standing portion, anyone can extract. I could go to extraction, which are these 3 little white arrows in the corner of the map. So they randomly spawn as well, throughout the edges of the map. But I can go and extract right now and not fight a single person, kill a single zombie, or whatever. So that kind of breaks it away from the usual battle royale, which we've been seeing more and more recently. That was not quiet at all, and I'm already injured slightly. So if you guys like these kind of videos, me and my brother, who have been playing this game a lot recently, and he suggested that I should probably, maybe do some recordings of it, post it on YouTube, see what kind of reaction you guys get. I'll definitely do that. I figure I'd do a single pilot video to see what everyone would think about this game. It's a really fun game. They're already doing the banishing. I think I'll just do some zombie killing at this point if they're gonna banish, just so that I can show some of the mechanics off. I don't want to lose this character just yet. So to deal with some of the different mechanics in this game, when we get back into the lobby, I'll show you. I'll just get closer to this part. This game has a tier system for the people you can play as, based off of your level within the game, or your rank, essentially. I, myself, am in rank 71, question mark, which means I'm a tier 3 hunter, so I buy tier 3 hunters. Each tier, there's 3 tiers, 1, 2, and 3. Each tier, the hunters have a chance to start with different weapons, different traits, different consumables, and equipment, and they also have the ability to start with, where'd that just go? They also have the ability to start with different looking appearances. So a tier 3 hunter will have maybe a cloak, some tattoos, hat, scars, so on and so forth, where a tier 1 hunter is going to start with just a t-shirt. Where's the instruction? So I go along this western wall here. They'll start with you know, just a t-shirt, some spurred boots, and just like chaps or something. And whatever gun tier 1 can carry. This game is in early access, so it being out for just over a year I think it was last month. It's only been out for a year, and it's doing pretty well. The people making this game is Crytek. They're using their own Cry engine on that as well. So, and with that being said, the Cry engine, if you're not familiar with it, it's a ridiculously beautiful engine. Pretty taxing on most computers. I mean, if you look now, I'm getting 30 frames a second. No, that's because my processor's not. So I need to get a new one. My brother, who just got a $1,600 computer, has a i7 and it runs 60 frames pretty easily, no problem. So hopefully they can fix some of that. But this game is a very well done game, and it's early access and still in development. You can find on their YouTube. These guys, hopefully they go here, not here. You can find on their YouTube channel or their website the different they have dev streams. They have a roadmap on their website showing everything from short term to mid term to long term. It is all in all, for a game that is just starting out and is not too popular, not too overpopulated with people who are. My eyes are not cooperate here. He died. It's not overpopulated. People aren't like just gonna go in there and destroy everything, make the game an awful game. It essentially still has potential. And I'm hoping as the game develops and gets further in, that potential will stay. With that said, there is like certain things about this game are very hardcore. If I were to die, I'll very extraction. Because I'll have 5 minutes to get extract or I lose this game. Essentially though, if like I said, this game is very hardcore in the sense that if you die, that character, all the weapons, traits, anything you put money into on that character, it's gone. So if I were to die, all my weapons, all the traits that this character has, all the XP, the time, everything, it's down the drain and I cannot get it back. With that said, they do, like, if you disconnect for whatever reason, not like quit the game, but if you drop from internet connection problems, blackout, whatever that case may be, you don't lose your character. That was a big problem when the game was very early access, but they have since fixed that, and they have now started to make the game more friendly to newer players. The game, though, is still very taxing. You do need a somewhat good computer to handle it. If you don't have that computer, that power, well, it's probably not a good idea for you. Since it is an early access game, it is $30 US. I don't know the prices for other countries, sorry about that. But you can find it on Steam. You can see the prices for yourself depending on your respective currency and region. There's the pros over there. So if we do a second part, I'll go more in depth with my brother in what each zombie is called, and so on and so forth, which mechanics are what, maybe how to handle some things. Now, by all means, I am not the best at this game. There's people out there who are prestige 9,000, not literally. They prestige a lot, and put a lot of time into this game, and they're definitely the best. I really don't know what's up this instruction. Let's dance around a little bit. Come on, horses. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I just want to leave. So there's a lot to this game. I implore you, if you have the spec PC for it, if you have the ability to get it, definitely get the game and show Crytek some love with it. This is so much different from games that are being made like Siege, PUBG, Fortnite. you know, the really big ones that are going on right now. I mean, Call of Duty's coming out, another game, Battlefield is another game. So I think this game is going to be a real good mix, and I hope it's going to be a good example for other games. I can show you some of the stuff here. So this is like the first menu you come to when you load up the game. It tells you pretty much everything from whenever. I'm not going all the way back. From whenever you start the game. You start at tier 0 and tier 2, tier 3. It's tier 1, but it's 0 XP. Or it's level 0. So, see there's 3 tier hunters, 1, 2, and 3. Then there's, of course, the max level, which is at, this is all tier 3. With that said, you can go to your hunters and get some new recruits for free. But then you have to buy them. So, as you can see, all the tier 3, tier 2, and tier 1s, they kind of look different. This guy's kind of more... He definitely looks like he shouldn't be running around in the swamp. Whereas this guy has, you know, bones on his jacket, dark clothes. Wow. Dark clothes. Paint. Definitely this guy as well has the same scent about him. And this guy's like, alright, well, I'm getting the hang of it. So, definitely a different tier system. The weapons, as you can tell, I mean, like, you know, it's just when you get more into the game, you'll realize what is difference between the weapons. Obviously, these weapons are all the same here, except this one is different. Now, by all means, none of this is like this compared to this doesn't mean that you are gonna win. You're not gonna go into this with Bryce Coleridge here, Bryce Boyce. I don't know how that's pronounced. With Mr. Coleridge here and destroy Keelio Driscoll. It's not gonna happen. It is definitely a skill-based game. If you are good with FPSs and you like it and it's PC-based, then yes. As the devs have said recently, though, they are not planning on any console ports, unfortunately. It's too taxing on computers at the moment with the engine and such, but yeah. So with the hunters here, all of your saved hunters are set in the hunter slot. Convenient. As you level them up, they have their own level, as you can see. As that bar levels up, you level up with them. You get different traits. Like I have 2 trait points. I can buy Bolt Seer, which is good for throwing knives and crossbolts, but I don't have those except for throwing knives, and those are pretty easy to find. Store. You can look at all the different guns they have, and when you unlock them. I only have a few guns I got left to unlock, and then I'm done. So we'll get there eventually. And then the library just shows all the different, like here, this shows the different store, which you can also find on their website. And then these are like different terms, agreement, stuff that you say that you can't use this, use that, and say it's your own, stuff like that. But yeah, this is pretty much, I think, a series I want to start, and I really want you guys to enjoy and go out and try this game. So if you guys think you're up for it, and you want to try the Showdown game, go to Steam and buy it. It's $30 US, like I said, and then wherever else in your respected region. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the game. Catch you guys later.